foremost, Motherwell are at home. They've kind of proven that they can bounce back from defeats and poor performances. So I think as each game passes, yeah, there'll be certain things that you look at from every single game that's lapsed. But no, I think it's just set up to be a cracking game on Tuesday night. The motivation for them is really clear in terms of closing the distance on us, bouncing back from the defeat at the weekend. And I think for us to get up to 28 points at this stage of the season is a really big incentive for us. Yeah, delighted for Louis. He's had a few injury problems this year. Anytime he's actually played for the team, he's really served the team well, mostly from the bench. So I think that was his second start this season. So great to see him playing in his probably more natural position, getting a goal. I thought him and Nicky Clark combined really well. And Nicky, for me, has probably been an unsung hero this year. He's been really excellent for us. The only thing that's probably been missing for him, like we've actually discussed internally, is just a couple of more goals to, give him credit for his really good all-round play. But yeah, I think for me, Louis is an exciting prospect. He's a guy that probably now wants to make his mark at this level, and I thought he showed his capabilities at the weekend.
And another sort of younger player getting more game time, obviously Flo Hottie got the sort of full game on the weekend. How pleased have you been with his performances and getting him more game time as the games come on?
Yeah, Flo's probably been frustrated because if there's one area of our team that's really strong is the midfield area, so he's actually had to be patient. He's had to capitalise on a few injuries, and I thought he's put in a few really top performances from the bench against Hibs, against Aberdeen, and then obviously to start with at the weekend. So he'll be looking to add to that if he gets selected tomorrow night, or he'll come off the bench and add his normal value.
And as you mentioned, obviously got a lot of high profile players looking to come back from injury, but looking at where you are on the table and the results you've been getting, is that sort of a testament to the group that you have, that players can be suspended or missing and you're still picking up great results and climbing the table?
I think it's testament to the mentality. I think it's testament to the fact that we're trying not to fall into making excuses when certain players aren't available. It's about the collective. We're going to need a squad, and over the course of 38 games and also the cup competitions, we're going to need everybody to pitch up and add their value, and thankfully players are doing that and they're taking their opportunities just now.
Cheers.
Oh, tremendous backing at the weekend, and again, if you got to Dingwall and you have a few beers, it probably made the game look a little bit better than it really was, certainly from our perspective, because I don't think it was a great spectacle at the weekend. I don't know if that was the weather, I don't know what it was. Maybe Ross County need to take a lot of credit for that, because we certainly weren't at our best, but again, we got our noses in front. We held on until the 92nd, 93rd minute, but the fans were absolutely rocking in that away end, and they seemed to kind of make a day of it, shall we say.
And they made the effort despite Storm Arwen.
Yeah, it was really tricky conditions on the way up there on Friday night. There was snow, there was debris on the road, and to see the amount of fans that we had up there in the first place, and also how vocal they were giving the boys back, and it was a real tremendous support.
Absolutely. Ryan Edwards, you captain this football club, but what I would say is you have appointed Ryan as your captain, but you've got a host of captains within the roster at United.
I think you've seen that this season, because we've had to rely on probably 4 or 5 different people at different times. We've got a lot of experience, a lot of pedigree, and players that in their own right are captains on the pitch and off the pitch as well. But I think for me it was good to finally be able to name a team and a club captain to almost kind of build a club around and kind of move on an onward direction with. So really excited to see Ryan's tenure as the club captain moving forward.
Hottie, I did my homework in the man last weekend. Apart from one pass against Aberdeen, he always passes were forward. He's such a forward figure player, isn't he?
Yeah, Flo trains like that. He gives absolutely everything to his profession. He's a really committed guy. So if he's at his best, he's aggressive. He's progressing the play for us, and he's just a guy who's got a strong ambition to do well with his football career. And I think that's very evident in the way that he plays the game on a match day.
Is being vigilant the important word tomorrow? Because Motherwell will probably get a reaction after Saturday.
Yeah, definitely. I think the results and performances probably prove that any time they have been under par or underperformed, usually the game after that they tend to get a little bit of a reaction. But I think the key thing for us is to know what our motivators are, and the motivators are clearly to get on to 28 points, to put a bit of distance between ourselves and Motherwell, and really keep looking upwards in the league.